Hi, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Debbie from My Vagabond Style. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to work a little bit in my random glue book. This is my favorite glue book at the time that I'm making this. I just love it because I can work on these pages as many times as I want. Are they ever really finished? I don't know. Some of them I like just the way they are and they're done. Let me show you. Like this this one I have not touched in a really long time because I love it just the way it is. I think it's fun. And then there's others that I have in here that really do need to be worked on. So I I had this image in here first. Then another session I did this. I threw this in with it, and then I kept thinking it needs a little something else. And so I found this: scoop, brew, pour, sip, smile. Ah, yeah. So I like that here. I'm going to go ahead and put that down. What I do is if I see something and it sticks in my head that, oh my, yeah, that might work in one of my pages, I cut it out and then I'll throw it inside this book so that later when I do come and play with it, it'll be right here. So I just want to put this right here and I feel like this is good. I might do a little mark making on it down the line, but right now I'm happy with that page. So if you haven't seen any of the random glue book videos, I'm going to start a playlist. So maybe by the time you're watching this, there'll be a playlist for the random glue book. I think maybe there already is. I can't remember. Anyway, look for the random glue book playlist. But what I do is I put down some paint. Usually it's leftover paint from something that I'm working on. And I just kind of start the background. That's what I usually do. Sometimes maybe it's a magazine image that I just threw down, but for this book, most of the pages in here are just extra paint. And then I'll go through and put a little texture on it, like tissue paper or napkins, scrapbook paper if I've got some scraps, maps, that kind of thing, washi tape. So right now, on this one, let's go ahead and see if we can find something fun in the scraps to put on here. I have this is my bag of scraps. There's all kinds of stuff in here from different projects. So just gonna reach in and grab a bunch. So this was some jelly print that I had tore off. I try not to think too much about it, like that would work. Just want something that looks nice with it. So we'll go ahead and just rip a little bit of this. Maybe put it on here. I use my non-committal glue stick usually on the background. Sometimes like this one, I'm just going to go ahead and stick it all the way down. Sometimes I just like to put a little bit in case I find something else that I want to put on there. But for this one, I think I'm just going to go for it and put some pieces down on here. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing good. Not a whole lot going on here today. It is going to be a hot one, I think like 94. So I just kind of throw a little bit here and there on there, maybe 2, 3 pieces, and that will do it. Put one over here just for the heck of it. Sorry, I'm kind of off my mark here. All right, we'll get this on here. This is just an old catalog of like a marketing thing for houses. I'd love to use those because they would have just been thrown away. They make them every month. Okay, so now on that one, after I do that, I would do like some stenciling or stamping on it. So on this one, let's just do some stenciling. I've got some of my stencils out here. I just think maybe something like that would be good. Never even used this one. Let's see, what should we do? Let's do some of this. Or no, let's do one I haven't used before. Why not? And I think I'm just going to use maybe like a white. Let's just use white. I'm going to use paint because I don't have a white stamp pad. I've got a little sponge here. And I've got this thing that I use as a palette. If you don't want to get messy with the paint, then just put down like a magazine image on the back, or maybe like just scrapbook paper that's just one color. That would work. I'm sure a lot of you have old scrapbook paper hanging around. I try not to use the scrapbook paper that much because it's so thick. Like this is old scrapbook paper and it's pretty thick, but like my book would get huge if I use that on a lot of places. So let's see how that is. Okay, I like it. We'll go over here. And some of this may show, a lot of it probably won't because we're going to have some images down here. I like this paint when it's not like so freshly on the sponge. Key to these when you're using paint is just hold it down as tight as you can so the paint doesn't get underneath it. Like, see how it's smudged right there? I probably had a little too much paint on my sponge. You don't need a whole lot. That should do it. All right, so that's good there. I've got some extra white paint. I can use that on something else. Okay, now because that is probably wet, I'm going to put a little bit of wax paper between it. I don't know where the wax paper is right now. I'm just going to use this. And let's see, we'll move on and start another one. Now this one, I had the other day, I had this right here and right here. And when I looked at it on the camera, I really didn't like it that much. And I thought this one was big, so I pulled this one off and I drew the circle on the back to make it smaller. And I'm going to cut this one down. I just feel like this circle is too big. Okay, and now I decided that I wanted, was it this one there? Hang on. Yeah, I want this one here, and I want this one here, I think. That looks better to me than the way it originally was. Okay. That's why I only glue it down a little bit. Okay, leave it there for a while and see how I feel. Or this one. So I knew that I wanted to try and find a dog, and so I've kind of been keeping my eye out for a dog, and I wanted it on this side, so I had to get one facing this way. I found the lab. I thought it was really sweet, this old guy, and I thought that he would be sitting there waiting for them to finish their chat patiently. So I'm going to put him there. I'm going to go ahead and glue this part down better. I just kind of like how these evolve. They are always looking different, which is fun. And kind of like if I don't like something, I know I'll take it off. But at this point, our glitter glue, you're going nowhere. So I'm going to leave the rest of it like that. Now, this one has been in here for a really long time, this image, and I never seem to find anything that I want to go with this. So I'm going to take this one out and we're going to look for something else. I just, I'll use this down the line somewhere, but not here. Or maybe I won't. Okay, so I harvested a few new images and maybe something will work here. I want you guys to be able to see what I'm looking through. Velveeta. This was from like a 1967 magazine. Oh, Kermie's new. Kermie's new. So, yeah, he's good. But let's keep looking. Maybe we'll find something else. These are sometimes fun just to put down too. Not sure about that. Oh, this girl's new. I like her a lot. I do feel like she gets pretty lost on that green page. He's new. Let's stick him down. We'll go with Kermie for now. So you can see that this page had the background paint, and then it had some texture, little things kind of on here, papers. And then I did some stenciling and some stamping. And now I'm doing a focal image. I usually just do like one focal image and then come back and play with it and put other things on it. This might be too much behind him. Yeah. A lot of times things just don't make sense, and that's okay. This one, I don't care if it doesn't make sense. We'll leave that sitting there. We'll think about that. Okay, this one. This one I did just a little bit different where I put some strips of a page, of a magazine page on here. And when I was telling, I did it last time, we were talking about, oh, maybe you can just put like somebody like this. And I actually really like her because I feel like maybe she's overseas and she's studying. So I think I'm going to put her here. I don't know what I'll do over here, but for right now, I feel like this really works. I do want to cut this down a bit. Let's see, we'll put it right about here. I might have to go back and recut this, but let's try it. Yeah, I want a little more off. That looks good. Okay. So that, I like that. We'll carry on here. This one at some point, I'm still have in the back of my head, I want something over here. I just don't know what. It might just be maybe some dark Maybe let's try some dark mark making or something on here. Maybe if we went like with a little bit of black right here. Let's see if that helps. I do have to say with the stencils, I enjoy using the ink way more than paint. Yeah, that helped a lot. Try a little bit down here. Funny thing is, it looks like she was actually this whole picture was her on this couch, but the couch was there first, and then I found her, and she actually works so good that you can't even tell. I don't think that she was from another picture. And maybe if we went around her with a little bit of dark, that might help too. I know I could wet this. It's that Stabilo pencil, the all, but I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. I don't mind that one so much anymore. Okay. All right, here's another one. This one we did last time. This was a copy of my jelly print that I did on my just my copy maker. And then I put a little strip of magazine right here. So I don't know what we should do. This when I use the jelly prints, like I feel like they're so busy. I definitely am probably not gonna do definitely probably not gonna do uh, any stenciling on this because there's already so much going on. If I did anything, I could do something with maybe a solid color coming in. And let me look to see what I have. Maybe a little washi tape. Grab my washi. Trying to see if there's anything that looks like it might not be too bad on there. This blends in a lot. Let's see what it looks like though. It's not bad. I'm gonna put a little bit on there. Why not? Try not to think too much about this and just at this step. These are the easy steps where you're not really hunting for any images. You're just kind of playing. Let's try a little bit of this. Do a couple more small pieces. All right, I think that's okay. Let's go ahead and try to find something to put on here. I saw these birds and I was thinking this might not be a bad idea. I think it's actually the other part of this page. It is. I'm going to maybe cut this down a little bit. Yeah, let's put it like right here. Do we want something underneath it? Maybe a little dark? Just as like a reference to see if it kind of makes it stick out a little bit. It does. Okay, let me get a dark piece of paper. I found a National Geographic. I'm going to cut this out and we'll use this edge right here. And then I'll save this image because it's kind of a cool image for something else, maybe. So my neighbor gave me a ton of these National Geographics, and I've been kind of going through them here and there. And I just pulled out this one that I haven't used before. Seriously, like she gave me a whole big box. And so now I'm gonna have fun going through this one because there's always like something good in here. There's always some gruesome pictures in here as well, but I just kind of get through it. So I don't know, maybe I won't do the whole thing. Let's see what it looks like with just the one side. Yeah, I think I'll just do it like that. And we'll do the glue stick on this one. I'm getting out of the habit of putting my needle in here. I need to keep doing that. Thank you again, Cindy, for that little hack. There we go. Okay. Now we can either keep going on this one. Let's see what I have in here. Okay, this does not belong in there. I'm gonna move this over so you can see it. I thought this banana was funny. I'll use it for something, but I'm not sure what. These are pretty big images. Maybe they'll go in my big Marguerite Miller. Oh, that's cute. It's kind of like he's like, do I want to go get those birds? Yeah, let's put him there. Okay, I'm good with that for now. Let's see if there's anything else we want to work on. Let's go back to this one. All right, let's see what we want to put on here. I want to put her on there. I don't know. I like her, but I feel like she needs something super groovy behind her, you know, like a fondue pot or something. I don't know. These are super pretty. Okay, well, I could put these right here for now and then maybe find somebody to go behind it or something to go behind it. I'm going to do it. Okay, let's look for somebody to go behind here or something. Grab some more images. Okay, these are like inanimate objects. So I don't really think I'm going to find much in there, although I do have a bird. Oh, not feeling that. what else I have in here. I love this. I want to use this at some point. Not on this one, I don't believe. Kind of fun though, isn't it? Oh my gosh, look at that face. It is like that fish. These are super cool. I'll have to remember that. Look at this, you guys. That's really cool. Oh my gosh, what a cool looking bird. Well, we had a fun little flip through, but I just don't think that's going to work. I love this. After all that, let's just go with this. I'm going to cut this a little bit more. I feel like that's a lot of black right there. Just want a little bit. And then we'll put something else over here later. This girl right here, she's been in here for a long time too. She's pretty stuck on here. I could take her out and maybe do something else. You know what? She's been in here, I think, since I started this book, and I haven't found anything. She's going to go away. Yeah. And now we have a brand new page. I put this over here because I didn't know if YouTube had a problem with the chestal regions or not. So it's just got a little cover up. I thought it was really pretty, but you just never know. Okay, so this one, I wonder if we could use this. Let's try it. I have to put something else with it because it's so dark. Or maybe just these two people. I'm going to go with just the two of them. And I think that we can maybe put something else down here, like flowers or something. So let me grab the flowers. Okay, this isn't all of them, but it's some of them. We'll see what works. Maybe these. Uh-huh. Those look pretty good. I think everything else is like too modern looking. Oh, these are cool. That might work. I kind of like that. A little bit of that. Maybe even these up here. I don't know. Maybe I need to break these flowers apart. Let's go ahead and glue stick that down. And I'm pretty sure I want the people right about here. All right, I'm going to do that. Just need to cut the bottom off. All right, that one is done. So if this process seems a little bit familiar, it is based off of Shannon Green's Journaling by Fives. And look her up. She hasn't done anything in a while, but she's got a great channel. She's got old videos up that are really good. So that's what this whole process is based off of, is Shannon Green's Journaling by Fives. But hey, thanks for joining me today and hanging out. I appreciate you guys, and I will catch you next time. Bye.